Let's step straight into the storm shaking the crypto world. The rumor that Binance may soon list the PI network coin. Over the past few weeks, this question has dominated Twitter, Telegram, TikTok, Reddit, Discord, and traditional news. It has gripped millions, divided the crypto community, and ignited hope and doubt. Could Binance, the most influential crypto exchange, really be preparing to list PI network? This isn't some quiet whisper. It's a wildfire. The excitement is electric. The skepticism is fierce. The debates are intense. And the stakes? They couldn't be higher because a Binance listing isn't a small step. It's not even a big step. It's a seismic event. Binance is famous and sometimes infamous for its strict and selective approach to choosing new listings. Only coins with strong communities, powerful fundamentals, and real global potential even stand chance. And now, the world is asking whether PI Network, the project that has grown silently, patiently, and massively, could finally be stepping into the global spotlight. Millions of pioneers have spent years tapping their screens, mining PI, watching the project evolve from an experiment into a phenomenon. They've waited for this moment, dreamed of this moment, the day when their PI, mined from a simple smartphone, could finally be traded on the world stage. The moment when their patience transforms into opportunity. The possibility alone has electrified the community. And here's the thing. This rumor didn't appear out of thin air. If even half of it proves to be true, the PI network would no longer be defined as a closed ecosystem, but rather as a major player on global exchanges. It would give millions of people, some for the first time, a chance to convert their PI into other cryptocurrencies or even traditional currencies. It would change lives. It would rewrite expectations. It would shake the industry. But before we get ahead of ourselves, let's ground this in reality. As of November 13th, 2025, nothing has been officially confirmed. Not by Binance, not by the PI core team. What we have instead is a storm of clues, a puzzle of patterns, and a community desperate to know which pieces fit and which ones are simply illusions. Some people have pointed to mysterious wallet movements. Others swear they've spotted hints in Binance announcements. Many insist the signs are undeniable. Yet, without a statement, all we can do is pick apart the evidence, examine every spark, and try to determine whether there's truly a fire behind all this smoke. And that's exactly what we're diving into. What started this rumor? What's pushing it forward? What are the facts? What are the fantasies? And what's actually at stake for Binance, PI Network, and the millions watching this drama unfold? This isn't just a question of listing a coin. It's a question of trust, legitimacy, timing, strategy, and what could become one of the biggest crypto turning points of the decade. Oh, the real question is this. Is this the breakthrough moment pioneers have been praying for, or just another wave of hype destined to crash and disappear? To answer that, we need to understand the two giants involved, Binance and PI Network. Different histories, different missions. Yet now, somehow, their paths feel like they're on a direct collision course. Binance has always been the heavyweight champion of cryptocurrency. Since 2017, when CZ launched it into the world, it has grown into the largest crypto exchange on Earth. It's where millions trade every day. It's the platform with the deepest liquidity, the broadest audience, the most sophisticated tools, and the strongest influence. Futures, staking, its own blockchain, global reach. Binance isn't just an exchange. It's an empire. And getting listed on Binance? That's like having your idea placed in the front window of the world's biggest marketplace overnight. It's validation. It's exposure. It's instant credibility. And then there's PI Network, a project built in a completely different way. Instead of targeting traders, PI reached out to everyday people, ordinary users, students, workers, parents, people who had never mined crypto before. No expensive equipment, no technical skills required. Just a smartphone, just a tap, just a community growing one person at a time. And grow it did. Over 60 million pioneers across the globe. A number so enormous it dwarfs most crypto projects ever created. Yet despite its explosive growth, PI remained in a closed ecosystem for years. People mined it, transferred it, built communities around it, but couldn't trade it beyond the network. No exchange listings, no official price, only hope, belief, patience, and anticipation. That all shifted when the PI team announced the open mainnet launch set for February 2025. Suddenly, the door to the outside world cracked open. The possibility of real value, real utility, real exchangeability, it all became real. And that's when a Binance rumor hit like a meteor. But what triggered it? It started with something small, something technical, something only the blockchain detectives, the on-chain sleuths, would notice. Tiny test transactions, originating from a Binance-linked wallet, moving across the Stellar blockchain. And if you know PI network, you know this matters. PI's architecture lines up closely with Stellar's design. So when blockchain analysts spotted these transactions, they didn't ignore them. They connected the dots, and the dots created a picture that was impossible to ignore. Binance is testing something on Stellar around the same time PI is preparing for open mainnet. That alone set the community buzzing. Then the PI core team added another spark by announcing a major reveal scheduled for May 14th, 2025. The timing felt too perfect, too aligned, too suspicious. Social media erupted. Thousands of theories, millions of comments, influencers making predictions. Pioneers are dissecting every clue. Some are convinced it was happening. Others warned people not to get too excited. But the truth was undeniable. The story had momentum. Even without confirmation, the combination of signs became too strong for people to ignore. The excitement spread. The hope grew. And as the countdown continued, the anticipation became almost unbearable. Of course, this could all still turn out to be just a rumor. Crypto history is full of false alarms. But for millions who have mined PI since the beginning, the thought of seeing it finally recognized by the world's biggest exchange is enough to bring genuine emotion. Hope, excitement, fear, pressure, and belief. And you can't deny the numbers. PI Network has achieved something few projects ever have. Over 60 million users. Millions verified through KYC. Massive migrations to the mainnet. PI IOUs on small exchanges rising, falling, rising again, hitting highs around $3, then dropping to around 21 cents in October 2023. Over 2 million PI tokens were moved to exchange-linked wallets in a single day. A signal of demand, a sign of readiness, a sign that the world is waiting for PI to explode into the open market. This is exactly the kind of momentum Binance pays attention to. A massive community. A functional ecosystem, a global movement, real users, real activity, real potential. But even with all of this, PI's path isn't clear. It's facing challenges, serious challenges.